Hi, my name is Michael. I'm an investor, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm also a property speaker. I want to take this time right now to share a couple of tips on how to make a great investor out there. These 3 tips is what I think is super essential for you to become a great investor today. Okay, so for tip number 1, one of the key things that I want to share with people right now is this: know yourself first. Most people I know nowadays go straight out of the market right now looking for their properties. That's the first thing that I tell them not to do. The key thing that you want to do right now is to know yourself first. You see, the thing is this: it's not about the properties that you're going to buy, but the leverage you're going to get from the banks. How much loans you're going to get. So how many of you know that you're worth something right now to the banks? From the income that you have, from the money that you have right now, you're able to get some borrowings. So there are 2 things that you need to know about yourself more to get more leverage from the banks. The first one is your expenses. When I talk about expenses right now, we're talking about debt. How much debt do you owe to the banks? Car loans, housing loans, credit card loans. These are things that you have to look into, spruce yourself up, clean yourself up over there. But number 2, the second thing over there is important as well, is your income. Most people here don't know how much they earn. So what you want to do is you want to put everything that you earn into a piece of paper, how much you own, onto a piece of paper as well, and present it nicely to the bank. The key is this: knowing yourself is to present yourself nicely to the bank so you can go out there and get more loans for yourselves. Now, tip number 2. Strategies. Now you go into the market and you want to make sure right now you have a strategy before you go out there and buy your properties. With no strategy, it's absolute tragedy. So the 2 tips I want to share for, the 2 things I want to recommend for strategies right now is this. I only have 2 strategies in the market. The first one is keep, meaning buying the properties for rental purposes. That's really super important. But second is basically how to buy your properties for flip. Many people don't know why they buy the properties for, whether it's to buy and sell or to buy and keep. People must know these 2 items like the back of their hands. So very simply put, for keep strategies, you want to look into rental yields. You want to make sure that the properties are giving you good rental returns coming in over and over again. Now, for flip strategies, you want to go and start studying the market and make sure that you have great capital appreciation. These are 2 completely different things in properties out there. Many people don't understand these parts. They go out there and buy their property first and hope by the time it completes, or hope by the time they own it, they get to figure out what to do then. Never ever do that. Strategies come first before you buy the properties. If you remember this, I guarantee you by the time you own your property, you will make tons of money. Finally, right now, tip number 3. And tip number 3, it's a very important one. Now, it may look like a very simple thing, but you got to get the greatest network right now. In times like this, you need to get the greatest resources. Network equals to net worth. That's what you got to really remember right now. Equip yourself with a great team. Bankers, lawyers, great investors that you can trust. Build up the rapport. Many people forget to do this. They think that going online, getting everything done with emails is sufficient. No, it's a face-to-face market in the property market, and what you need to do is you got to get connected. So if you understand how to do this and leverage off all the rest of the things you have to do right now, you are already 10% to 20% better than most investors I've met today in the market. So there we have it. We have the 3 tips. The first tip again is what? Know yourself. Second one is strategy. Third one is network. Now if you want to get all these 3 coming in, I've got something great that I want to offer to you right now towards your financial freedom and beyond.